Hey, are you looking for a new construction home? Well, I've got great news because this video is for you. I've got 7 questions that you must ask home builders when you're shopping for new construction properties. All right, here we go. Number 1 is incentives. So, builders oftentimes, especially the large ones, don't often discount their prices. They don't negotiate prices like a standard existing home with a real estate deal. Instead, they offer incentives like interest rate buydowns and closing costs, or even upgrades in the property. So make sure you find out exactly what incentives the builder is offering and understand them completely, and take all of the incentives into account when you're looking at the total price of the property. Okay, number 2 is understanding the finishes and upgrades. So when you're looking at the upgrades in the property, figure out what finishes you're actually going to get at the final delivery. So in other words, when you walk through the model home and you see the faucets you like, maybe the countertops you really want, or the lighting you really like, or the landscaping, you have to understand, when I get that house, when I close on it, what am I going to see? Am I going to see this, or am I going to see something completely different? So understand the finishes of the final product and what they have available and what that costs, because a lot of buyers will assume that they're getting this, that, and this from the model. But in reality, when they get the final product, they don't. They got less expensive finishes, maybe. Maybe the carpet isn't as good as what you saw in the model home. Maybe it doesn't have that extra bump out in the breakfast nook or whatever. So you have to make sure you understand exactly what finishes and what the final product is going to look like. That's my second question that I would ask. Number 3, long-term community plans. So a lot of these big developments, when you go there, especially in the Midwest, you'll see a farmland right behind your new house. So the development has farmland behind it, and you may wonder, is that always going to be farmland? We'll find out, because if it's not going to be farmland, if it's going to be just more houses, you may not want to live that close to other houses being built. And also understand how long the construction of the project is going to take. Is it a 10-year project, a 5-year project? How many houses left to build? Because if you buy early in the phase in the development, you're probably going to live in a construction zone for a long time, versus if you do it at the end, obviously. So understand what the plans are for the community. That's my third question that I would ask. Number 4, HOA rules. Kind of goes with the last one, but understand what the HOA bylaws are for that particular development. Do they allow you to have, recreational vehicles in the driveway? Do they allow you to work on your car in the driveway? Some HOAs don't even allow you to work on your car in the driveway. So, other people, Christmas decorations and holiday decorations and Halloween decorations are important. And there's some HOAs that restrict what kind of decorations you can put up as well. So understand all that. Understand the cost of the HOA. There's a fee there. And also understand what's covered. Do they cover snow removal? Does the HOA cover water and sewer? Maybe it does. Those items will help you figure out, is this a place that I'm going to enjoy for a long time? Because everybody's lifestyle is different. Everybody has different things they want to do at their house. Can you put up a bonfire pit in the backyard and have a big bonfire? Sometimes you can't. You got to understand that stuff. So that's what I would ask. Ask about the HOA. All right, number 5 is the warranty. A lot of people lose money on this, and they kick themselves wishing they had fully understood the warranty of the house before they pulled the trigger and closed. So before you dive in and sign anything and actually put down any cash, figure out, what is the warranty? Understand it to a T, and understand what happens with my house if there is a warranty claim. What's the process they go through? And, there are different scenarios that can pop up. You could have settling and cracks in the drywall. You could have foundation issues, like any house, right? And it's a new construction. So remember that this house hasn't been sitting for 50 years. So the chances of something moving or shifting is probably better at the beginning than a house that's been sitting for 50 years. So make sure you understand what's covered in the home warranty and what's not, and how you go about making a claim. And also understand how they treat people with claims. In other words, what's the process you go through? Who helps you? Who do you call? Very important. Understand the warranty. That's my next question. Understand the warranty. All right. Number 6 is past client testimonials. So I would ask them for past clients that you can call and talk to. Now, they're probably or likely going to give you people that they had good experiences with. So here's my trick here. Go out on Facebook or talk to friends and family and figure out, has anybody purchased a house from that builder recently in that development or in the city you live in? And Facebook's great for this. If you just simply post in Facebook and say, hey, in Columbus, Ohio, has anybody bought a Pulte home? What were your experiences? You'll have a lot of people that chime in and give you the honest feedback. And that feedback is invaluable. So find out from the builder and do some research on your own. What's the feedback on this particular builder? Do they have a good track record or not? Very important as well. So find out from past clients what their experiences are, and you'll be much happier. All right. Number 7. This is just as important as the other ones, but understand the timeline of your build. A lot of folks will sign the paperwork, get going on a new construction house, and then almost at the end figure out, oh, the builder said it was going to be 8 months, but it's really going to be 12. What am I going to do for those 4 months? Because I'm selling my current house right now. That's why at the very beginning, understand the timeline, have them give you worst case scenario, and then add 20%. So build in a buffer on that timeline, because chances are it's going to get extended. They're probably going to give you, the rosy picture, the unicorn and rainbow picture instead of the brass tacks, which is probably longer than they're anticipating. Everything seems like it takes longer, right? So make sure you understand that timeline. Okay, those are my 7 questions that I would ask new builders when you're out looking at new construction homes. And I think these can help you save money and be more successful, and ultimately have a better, more satisfaction in the buying process. The last thing I would tell you, I guess this is number 8, do not avoid a real estate agent in this transaction. A buyer's agent, a real estate agent who represents a buyer can help you go in and negotiate and talk to the builder. And they oftentimes have experience understanding what options there are, what pitfalls and what questions to, key in on. So that can certainly help you. And builders often don't charge more because you're using an agent. In fact, usually they don't. They have that cost built in. So it doesn't save you money. It won't save you money generally if you don't use an agent. So it can only help you usually by using an agent in a new build. They have their experts on their side. You should have an expert on your side. You deserve that. Anyway, that's what I had today. Thank you for joining me on this. Please comment below if you have any questions or any thoughts about new construction. I'd love to hear your opinion. Have you bought a new home recently? Love to hear it. And if you need help buying, selling, or investing in real estate, including new construction here in Ohio, give me a call. I'm ready to help anytime. Thanks. Have a good day.